Ninyongeramu ebyange. I also put some munyo. Nange ninyongeramu munyo. Naye byensoma kati byonna muwala wange byandagira Acheng. But what she did not put here was that some of these people went up to Budaka. She told me on the phone. You can imagine, they are saying that this is a big problem. Chibuku. But one of them went to Budaka to...
Chibuku.
Huh?
Chibuku.
The same. Those are all Bagweri. You can't know which. No big difference. Acheng doesn't know Bagweri. He thinks that when I say Chibuku and the other one, Budaka, they are all... I would have Mbamba Maze Bona Bagweri. So these people went up to those to Bagweri area to, I don't know what, to bury somebody or something. Imagine. And that fellow, was it a couple who traveled? They traveled in a taxi with 13 other people. So, but now, they were so now struggling to find out 13 people. Who are they? Because there's no record. People don't register. Taxis are not like airline, where you record your name and you... So you can see how reckless. And when they go there, then they got sick. Then one of them, what? Has died or what?
Your Excellency, by the time they traveled, the wife was already sick.
Mm-hmm.
She had fever, she had headache, and she was generally weak. They buried and came back. Upon returning to Mubende, the wife was taken into isolation and she passed on.
Died?
Yes, Excellency. Yes. The husband and the child are still in isolation. They are still sick. They tested positive also.
They are still being
isolation, being treated.
Now you can imagine. These 3 people go all the way against our appeal, against my appeal, from Mubende all the way to Chibuku, to bury. Then when they are going, one of them is already sick. Then when they come back, the woman dies. The woman is the one who died?
Yes, Excellency, the woman.
The woman dies. And the other 2 are now sick. But imagine, the taxi they traveled in, they say there were 13 people there. Nobody knows who they were. Then they go there to the Bagweri, and they were interacting with all those Bagweris there. So you can see the recklessness of some of these people. Now, therefore, I now direct as follows. Number 1, movements into and out of Mubende and the Kasanda districts is prohibited. Kati okumtoguri eshunjunkuitegu. The shape of the head is the one which gives you the style of the hair. If you have got a big head like mine, the style of the hair is different from the one with the small head. Now, because Ugandans don't listen, now, katibiri ebyokwegayirira tuviddeko ebyokunyonyola, ebyokwegayirira, ebyokusomesa, kubanga kati ngenda kulwala obulago. I'm now going to develop sore throat. because of talking about trying to prevent people not to die. Imagine. Munange tofa. Eno nfunda yokusatu negayirira. What sort of people are these? So now, movements into and out of Mubende prohibited. Togezanga kufuruma okuva mu district ye Mubende oba okuyingira. If you are in Mubende, stay there now. Don't move. Out of. And if you want to go to Mbende, don't move into. Okay? That's number one now. Number two, movement from Kasanda to Mbende and vice versa is prohibited. So, within mwena tubasibya b'Mbende ne Kasanda tubasibiddeeyo. Tewoba ayingira, tewoba afuruma. But also, within that area, Mbende Kasanda, nobody should move from Kasanda to Mbende or from Mbende to Kasanda. Buli omu asigale wali. There will be curfew in Mubende and Kasanda districts starting from 7 p.m. sawa muyekiro up to sawa 12 z'ekiro. Abazungu bagamba nti kumakya, bagamba nti sawa 12 makya. Abazungu ebyabwe munange. Naye ffe tugamba nti sawa 12 ez'ekiro before sawa emu ey'okumakya, kubanga amakya gatandika sawa emu. We the Africans count 12 hours of night and 12 hours of night. So we're now saying the whole night from hour number 1 of the night to hour number 12 of the night. Tofuruma. You cannot furuma kuva mu nyumba kugenda mu kabuyonjo n'okomawo. Ate temugamba nti Museveni atuganye kugenda mu kabuyonjo. Tumumpayiriza. Abamu bagenda kumpayiriza nti Museveni agambye nti abantu tebagenda mu kabuyonjo. Ekyo sikigambye. Kyengambye kiri nti tova mu lujja lwo. Bwe ngamba nti tofuluma kitegeeza tova mu lujja lwo. Don't leave your compound. But if you are going from the house to the latrine, please, that's what I'm not stopping you. Because some people will say, Museveni has now said that you don't go to the latrine. I've not said that. But don't leave your compound. Don't leave your compound. And don't leave your district. That's what we're... No, but Ekiro, you stay in your compound. In the night, you stay in your compound. Kumisana, you may move, but in your district. Not between your district and the other one. Number 4, movement of persons within their respective districts is allowed. That's what I was saying. Movement emisana during the day, not in the night. In your district, you can move. That means you move within Mubende if you are a Mubende East. You move within Kasanda if you are a Kasanda East. But not between Kasanda and Mbende and Mbende and Kasanda. Number 5, public transport, private transport, and border borders are not permitted to move in Mbende district, in Kasanda district. Buses, Bukamunye, the Kamunyes, taxis, border borders don't move. Emotoka muziteke mu garage muzerabire. If the motoka is for public transport, basi, Kamunye, taxi, border, no movement, either by day or by night. Why? Why do we do that? Because you are the ones who are collecting people and infecting them. You are the one saying, mujje musiigane obulwadde. Abakunga abantu okubasiiga obulwadde yemmwe. Ate namwe ne mufiiramu. I wish I could know how many taxi drivers have died or how many border borders. Next time you should analyze it and bring it out. It is like akahoyo. Akahoyo, there is an insect which likes light so much. When you put light, it comes and falls in the fire and dies there. It's called akahoyo. Because even transporting people now is very risky. For you, the taxi driver, the border, you are also endangering your own life. Because of money. To deal with the pandemic, with the epidemic. Serious punishment should be done. So therefore, number 6, only cargo vehicles, emotoka ezetse emigugu, zetse ebintu, vehicles supporting the response, the ones fighting, the ones of the Ministry of Health and people working under them, and the ones of security and other government services are allowed to move in Kasanda district and Mbende district. Not between the two, but in. Number 7, because Mbende Kasanda are on the heart of Uganda. It is like the center of Uganda. So we don't want to block people from Fort Portal, from Hoima, you of the camera, please, you leave me alone. When I yawn, he switches off. I'm not a theater goer. If I yawn, people know that I yawn. Toda mukonko rebi sibieta agebi byabayayi. Bakwita kukola ki okuyayu oko to yawn. Mbade nyayu ya. Byabera mwe bitubana byo mugaso byabakola okuyayu musango ki. Please, toda muko kukole wamawulire mbera muzakatemba zamu. No substance, just yawning is health. That means I need some more oxygen. Is that not the science? Yes. Let me yawn and the car. Now, because of Mubende Kasanda Binyi at the heart of Uganda. We don't want to block our people from Fort Portal and from Kagadi and from Hoima. So we come to number 7 now. And that's why we talk of transit vehicles, public and private, crossing through Mubende and Kasanda districts are permitted to move, but with police clearance, and shall not stop to pick or drop people. Oitambuisi toyimirira totikula muntu batikwita kutikula totikula muntu toteeka mu muntu ate toyimirira genda Petro funa amara eri gyova. Get enough petrol where you're coming from and don't stop. Don't stop, just drive through. This is for public and private vehicles, all of them, coming from beyond or from Kampala towards Fort Portal. Don't stop. Don't drop anybody. Don't pick anybody. Just drive and continue. 8. Cargo trucks with only a driver and 1 turnboy shall be allowed to deliver goods and may carry goods out of the district, but shall not carry passengers. Katimudo charwafe or remama gezi. Emoto gazeti sebintu walimu drive omu na turnboy omu can drop things, can load and offload things in Mbende, but not carry passengers. Number 9, all cargo shall be delivered to the districts of Mbende and Kasanda during the day. Ebyekiro tebiriwo. Cargo vehicles shall be required to leave by 5 p.m. and the operators will not sleep in any of the 2 districts. You come, drop, and go away by 5. Don't sleep there. Anyone who sleeps in the district shall remain there for 21 days. Bosaro okwebaka Mubende ne Kasanda, then we shall tugenda kusibirayo until the 21 days are finished. Now, but what is not clear, let me see what they have. Now, how about the Kasanda, from Kasanda, but those are not allowed. They're not allowed to move out. So you, the Mubende, the Kasanda is for you. You don't have right now to move out with cargo, to say, I am now going from here to take to Fort Portal or take to Kampala. Go muna Kasanda, no muna Mbende, birekera barara. You are not allowed to carry goods. Let them be carried by others. Even the ones from Mbende, how about the goods from Mbende? And Kasanda, they can,
The cargo trucks that bring goods into Mubende
can take them out.
can take cargo out.
Very good. But operated by the non-Mbendis
Not non-Mubendis.
Non-Mbendis, non-Kasandais.
Yes, Excellency.
All seasonal markets of Taro Wumuburo are suspended in the Kasanda Mubende district. Eyo number 10. 11. The mines in Mubende will remain open for people in Mbende, and the mines in Kasanda will remain open for the people in Kasanda. No crossing over. In addition, daily temperature checks, hand washing, and symptom screening must be enforced by the proprietors, the owners of the mines. Number 12, schools should remain open, and learners should be allowed to move when in school uniform. Allowed to move when in school uniform, so that we know that you are a student. Temperature of all the learners, teachers, and non-teaching staff should be monitored on a daily basis. 13, any school absence must be reported immediately to the what my daughter Acheng calls response teams. People will not know that. They mean the health people. When any child misses school, the head teacher informs the health officials nearest to him, either Health Center 3 or the district. Number 14, all children, teachers, and non-teaching staff who have had contacts with the person who has signs or symptoms of Ebola should not go to school. Oyasigara waka. Anybody who has had contacts with somebody who may have Ebola should stay at home. All places of worship are closed, should be closed. Ate tumungamba nti Katonda ali mu kizimbe, kubanga luli ekyo nakyo twakikayanako. Waliwo bagamba nti Katonda nti ali mu kizimbe wokka. Nze negamba nti nedda. Nasoma kateesi kimu mwaka 57 nemanya nti Katonda omulunyankolera ngali mu myanya yoona. Katonda ali mu myanya mu bifo byonna. God is omniscient, all-knowing, omnipotent, all-powerful, omnipresent. Ali mu bifo byonna. All bars, amabara gonna, places of entertainment, bibanda, bidandari, gyms, and saunas in the Kasanda district would be closed. Number 17, all burials, whether Ebola or not, shall be conducted by the health burial team during this period. Samples will be taken from all dead bodies and tested for Ebola. Buli muntu yena anafa temumuziika ate temumukwatako until the health people have come, whether you think it is Ebola or not, because for you can't know from guessing. Government should intensify public health awareness after further understanding community issues, culture, and traditions. 18. Ministry 19, Ministry of Health must intensify surveillance and contact tracing in the 2 districts, speak out all the possible cases. Enforce hand washing, sanitizing, using alcohol, hand rub in both districts. These are in the offices, but in the homes, I think people can use soap. Kubanga obuwuka buno Katonda yali atusaasidde, they are vulnerable. Sabun ebutta, soap kills them. That's what I was told. Is this true? The Minister of Health will mobilize and deploy 10 vans to transport health workers in the 2 districts. Health workers with the vehicles shall be given permits by the other DCs to move only within their districts. 24, Minister of Health will provide PPPs. These are the clothings to wear, the protected clothings to all registered health facilities, private and public, in the 2 districts. Countrymen, countrywomen, and foreign residents.
You missed 21.
Huh?
You did not read 21.
There was 21. Minister of Health will secure and deploy 20 ambulances from various districts and regional referral hospitals to the 2 districts for continuity of essential health services. So they will get from all other districts and reinforce you. Countrymen, countrywomen, and foreign residents. These are temporary measures to control the spread of Ebola, but caused by Nantawulira. They are unadvisable. They are the ones who have caused this. Because this was very easy to stop if the people of the other village had listened. The Banyankole say, and the Minyinyi Tukuruzoshera, many tongues spoil the broth. When you are making porridge, then it says, somebody says, put more water. Another one says, no, the water is too much. Another one says, put more fire. Another one says, the fire is too much. The porridge will be spoiled. So I told people, you who are sick, stay in your homes. It was not even necessary to put in quarantine of hospitals, what? No, home, stay at home. But you hear now. One went to Ruero, I think that one died. The one who went to Ruero, from Ruero came here, came to Kampala, now another one has gone to Chibuku. Do you know where Chibuku is, you people? Where the Bagwere stayed. Some of them have never heard of Chibuku. Chibuku is there. Near Mbari. Oyo mutagenda asigo obulwadde. This fellow went planting. So, emisango eyo mugenda kugiwoza mutya ewa Katonda. How will you defend yourself before God? Countrymen and countrywomen and foreign residents, these are temporary measures to control the spread of Ebola. We should all cooperate with the authorities so that we bring this outbreak to an end in the shortest possible time. In regards to the essential health services, ambulances, vans, and medicines have been deployed to support continuity of other health services. Those who are sick should use the ambulances to access the hospitals, and health workers should use the vans. This one I had told you last time. When somebody gets sick, don't call border. Stay at home, you call the health workers to come and pick you. If you are in the Kasanda, Mbende. Those who are sick should use the ambulances to access the hospitals, and the health workers should use the vans. The Minister for Health and other authorities will provide additional guidance on these directives. I thank you and wish you well. Thank you very much. Now, before I close, we are going to have a cabinet retreat, a government retreat actually in Kienkwanzi. But the Minister of Health people met and said, Jirori Indako, don't expose people, bring so many people together, because we were going to have ministers and other people, and it was going to be a big group. So they said, now, if there's even a single case, it means we shall have to put the whole government in quarantine. Because it would have been that there was a case of Ebola, and there were 400 ministers and civil servants and so on. Government in Aviti. What happened to the government? So I think, although I was looking forward for the retreat, I wanted it so much, but now I have decided on the advice of Minister of Health people to postpone that retreat. So with these few words, I wish everybody seriousness in dealing with Ebola. Thank you very much.
Inuni Baba TV obusoga bulayire. Vimba ne MTN kabode super esimu ya sereza nga bwogisasulira mpola kuba amasimu kyusa zi status za WhatsApp laba bu video ku YouTube oba kozesa Google okumanya buli ekiri wansi w'enjuba ku GB 2 ze tukuweza buli mwezi okumala emyezi 7 sasulako emitwalo 99 zokka ezisigadde osasula mpola kati okola ki leero genda ku dduuka lya MTN erikuli okumpi weefunire MTN kabode super mangu.
For stories you can't let go, only on Pearl Magic Prime.
We all know those moments.
When it's yes then no.
It's twist then turn.
When we all have the feeling that anything could happen.
And it's almost as if
Time slows